up for Ryan. This roast is a huge deal for him. He finally left his subway gutter to come here. I've actually never met Ryan, though, which is why I haven't come out as getting Me Too'd at an open mic yet.
Oh, Jaclyn, it's so nice to finally meet Boob. You got to be one of the breast comics right now. She has giant ass fucking titties, but you don't know that because she strategically wore some bullshit.
I always do. From the back, Ryan looks like an ugly woman, but it's okay because from the front, Ryan looks like an ugly woman.
Stop. Thank you, big-tittied goddess. Jaclyn writes Harry Potter fan fiction. And she describes herself as a Hufflepuff. I don't know. I think I would describe you as a Jigglypuff.
Great.
Okay.
Ryan, why do you look like a really long ankle? I actually wanted to compare Ryan to Slender Man, but I realized he doesn't actually look like him. I just want him to look like Slender Man because then he wouldn't have that face.
Jaclyn could be described as jolly. You look like the mean bitch at Santa's workshop that keeps all the elves in line.
Ryan has so many dogs, he's starting to look like one.
Oh, Jaclyn, you sexy kindergarten teacher. You look like you drive a minivan to the... Oh, wait, I read that wrong. You look like a minivan.
At least it's a mini one. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm going to lay off on Ryan. Last joke, but give it up for me, okay? Right? Give it up for me for being the hottest girl to ever talk to Ryan. Sorry, I said that wrong. I meant give it up for me for being the only girl to ever talk to Ryan.
God, we're both reading our jokes wrong. Whoa. Thank you, Cartman. Jaclyn has 2 moms and a gay brother. But you write Harry Potter fan fiction, so I feel like you're still the biggest f*** in your family.
Sometimes you just gotta end in a slur, you know, guys? All right, let's start with Dan Wickes. This battle of Jaclyn's 2 moms. Who won?
Yeah, I mean, at first I felt bad for Ryan. He had his jokes about her boobs, and she's wearing the jacket. But then she turned around. You can totally still tell she has big boobs. Ryan, the problem was the jokes. But yeah, I didn't get the ankle joke. I did think it was hilarious, but... Does he look like it? I don't know. It sounds funny. Yeah, but anyway, both of you got pops, but yeah, Jaclyn took this one for me.
All right, one for Jaclyn, Laura Edwards, Malia Simon.
This is crazy. I just know in a different life you guys are like meeting at a co-op somewhere. Don't they look like the 2 camp counselors who like settled to fuck each other? Like neither of you are that into it, but you do it the whole time. I don't know. I respect your angle, Ryan. You know, in roast battle, jokes get old sometimes. It gets hacky, but you know, Ryan tried this new angle called just saying she has giant tits the whole time. And you know what? That was pretty funny, so I'm going to give it to Ryan.
All right, one for Ryan. We've got to fight. Divya Gunasekaran.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't even seem like Ryan was trying to win this sexual harassment lawsuit. Like he was going for the loss. Ryan looks like his pickup line for women is, have you ever felt the power of Jesus inside you? But yeah, I felt like... Yes, I agree with your joke. She has great tits, but I do think Jaclyn's were more creative and funny, so Jaclyn.
Her tits were more creative and funny? What? All right, 2 for Jaclyn. Dave Sheehan.
Every kid's favorite nursery rhyme, the goofy giant and the giant rack. feel like you two met because you were the only two attendees at the midnight screening of the Lilo and Stitch movie, and you just started a conversation. One correction, Jaclyn. Ryan talks to women all the time. There's just usually a screen between him and their OnlyFans account. So this is not. He's not used to being this live. But fun match. But Jaclyn took it.
All right, Jaclyn takes it. Give it up one more time. Ryan Peterson, Jaclyn Laura Edwards.
Dude, you look like the same guy who was standing here before, but with different hair color. That's crazy. I was told that I'm roasting a big comedian tonight. I had no idea they just meant height and no talent. Justin is like 6'5", 6'7". I don't know. If you're here, who is like waving people at the car dealerships?
Sorry, I didn't know when you were done. I have no idea what the fuck you just said. Give it up for the reason why Instagram invented sleep mode, everybody. Prince, if you're here, then who's DMing white women a picture of their diploma?
Justin's dad disappeared when he was young. Because he didn't want to be around a monster baby. But I feel really sorry for it because, like, I'm sure, and he died later actually. I'm sure he's looking down. I'm sure he's looking down from the heaven and he's like, that was a good call.
Do you even believe in the heaven, bro? It's crazy that you're saying this about me when you look like you apply AIDS prep with your toenails.
I mean, apparently English was supposed to be his first language. Justin smokes a lot of weed and he works for Boeing. That's crazy. But that also makes sense because their planes also disappear like his dad.
It's fair. So, okay, Prince was in an article, or was mentioned in an article about a comedy show called Why Are You Brown? And he said it was because he refuses to use soap.
Justin is 6'5", so I asked him, does he play basketball? And he was like, no, I play flag football. First of all, I laughed. And then I had to Google what is flag football. And the Google was like, it was actually a real football, but for people whose dad disappeared.
Pretty sure I said fag football in that email, but your name is Prince Aurora, which is weird because the only thing royal about you is the flush you refuse to wipe your hands after. Seriously though, how do you get the name Prince in India? What do you have to do? Own a toothbrush?
Okay. We have to wrap it up because Justin is here on a date tonight and he called me this morning and he was like, please don't talk about my dad, because I swear, because he was like, I want to talk about my daddy issues by myself. By the way, did your girl showed up or she also disappeared like your dad?
No, I had sex with her before I came, like my dad. Prince Aurora. He told me that his girlfriend gets mad at him because he tries to dirty talk too much. But in Prince's defense, that's just what it's called when anybody says anything in India.
Let me see that. That was fucking disrespectful, guys. Give it up. Give it up for these guys. This is crazy, dude. I didn't know they made Dominican Indians. This is wild. Dave Sheehan, let's start with you. What are your thoughts?
What middle school talent show spectacle did I just witness? Did a creative judge force you both to do this against your will, like after arresting both of you for different crimes at Burning Man? There's just such vitriol in the words, but such politeness in the gestures. It was such a conflict. Tell me more about his dad. You haven't said enough about, first he died, then he disappeared. I bet he's still living, right? This is all just a ploy.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Oh, he's in the grave. That's how he got to the heaven. That was all. I think that line alone cinched it for me, so I'm giving it to Justin. But he's still talking. Okay. I'm still very confused. I'm giving it to Justin.
All right, that felt racially charged, but one vote for Justin. All right, Divya, your thoughts.
I think we have enough brown people on stage that we can start the race war now if we want to. Okay, these guys aren't in support of that. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, Justin definitely had the racism, and I don't think anyone was surprised, and maybe that was part of the problem. But yeah, I mean, dad jokes are just always so fun. So I give it to Prince as well.
All right. No, one for Prince, one for Justin. Malia, Simon.
Yeah, I like how Justin took a swing at all of India. That was a big, swing there. He's like, well, that place is poor. You realize you look like you just came out of a tree, right? He looks like he can buy and sell you. You know that, right? What is Prince Aurora your real name or is that a stage name? No, it's a real name. It's your real name. Okay, I was like, did you or your parents choose a name that faggy? But I'm not judging. Are you actually gay? Is that? No. Oh, okay. I was going to say the Indian outweighs the gay, so I can't tell sometimes, unlike with John, But okay, anyway, I give it to the nice gay man. Thanks.
All right, that's 2 for Prince, Dan Wickes.
Yeah, I thought this was a wildly fun battle, guys. Give it up for these two. Yeah. This is my favorite battle I've ever seen between 2 gas station attendants. I love this battle between Cricket and Cricket Wireless. Justin, you look like both Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. Prince, your dead dad stuff was so funny, dude. You delivered all those jokes with the confidence like your people are being reincarnated. But yeah, you guys both made me laugh a lot, but I think that Prince built as it went on, so my vote goes to Prince, but great job.
All right, Prince Aurora takes it.
All right, you guys. Tony looks like Nick Kroll if he aged in dog years.
Allie, you look like you squirt oat milk.
Excellent. Tony only dates bisexual women improvisers because they're great at pretending to be into him, and they'll yes and his pepperoni pizza grease lube.
Allie wakes up every day with the singular mission of fucking up her bangs even more.
Tony's an unemployed accountant with a ton of student loan debt. Keep your chins up, Tony. Methinks it's time to invest in yourself.
Allie's dog tried to kill herself by chewing through a gas line. Which sounds extreme, but I can't imagine a worse hell than hearing that voice at dog frequency.
Time to go pee-pee. Tony moved in with his sister and has been cursed with the catchphrase, "It's a me, incestio."
Not cursed, maybe. Allie is running a marathon in the fall. 26.2 miles, which, coincidentally is also the length of her forehead. Pull it back, show him.
Yeah. Gotta hide
and
it.
There it is.
Gotta hide it. All right. Most Italians gesture like this. Not Tony, he's weak. He can't keep the wrist erect.
Wait, Allie, if you're here, then who's losing their virginity to a stalk of corn?
Oh, yeah.
That was
it.
That's all I got.
You're good.
All right, everybody, you can boo me. Boo me. Oh. Yeah, that feels bad. I'm sorry, everybody. All right, let's start with Divya Gunasekaran. What do you think?
Yeah, super fun battle. I mean, you both seem like you're great improv comedians who love pretending to be straight. Both seem incredibly gay. I love this. I thought you both had very creative jokes, but I do think Tony's like oatmeal squirter joke, the bangs joke, the dog frequency joke were all just like big hits. I give it to Tony.
One for Tony. Malia, Simon.
Yeah, this is some interesting energy up here. I want you guys to play me a duet on ukulele or something. It's hard to choose. I know whoever loses is gonna write a terrible one-man show about it. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Tony. I think she does look like she fucks corn a little bit.
All right, 2 for Tony. Dan Wicks.
Yeah, it can be very hard to beat a woman in a roast battle, but a good way to try is to seem very gay. So good job, Tony. But yeah, doesn't he seem like he's got like a car dealership dad who's like then his son's like, I love the theater. He's like, fuck.
That's very true.
But yeah, dude, you did a great job on your jokes. Maybe next time I'll do a better job on your beard, but you win this battle for me, man.
This is getting really catty, I feel, but Dave Sheehan. Sorry, who'd you vote for? Dan, who'd you vote for?
Tony.
Okay, Tony's got it wrapped up, but Dave Sheehan, final thoughts.
This is a great battle. I think this is the first time I've ever seen 2 roasters switch voices and outfits right before they went on stage. You 2 seem like the most annoying couple on every pickleball court. And you seem like neither of you have gotten over the death of your Tamagotchi, but very fun battle. Tony took it.
All right, Tony with a clean sweep. I give it up for Allie, Lawrence. Tony for our...
Michael, if you're here, who was I just talking to outside? Michael Black is green. Oh wait, Michael Green is a felon.
Thank you. Bro is such a boring and generic guy. When you die, your bum ass soul's gonna haunt a DMV for eternity.
I do like it there. It's nice, you know? There's lines. All right. Michael is 21, but has the hairline of an 18-month-old.
Boo! The reason I avoid gym saunas is because guys like this be in there sucking old nigga dick.
That image really tickled everyone. That's fun. That's a nice... You guys all really thought about that. I like that. Can you believe Michael is only 21? Like, look at it. Like, if I had to describe him, you know, I'd say that he was reaching for a weapon. You know?
What the fuck are these jokes? If you were my kid, I'd be putting cigarettes out on your soft spot as a baby. I get why your father left. And my father is still there. You, like, I just had to say that at the end. Jesus Christ. Like.
That felt less about me. That felt... That's just how you'd raise a child. I don't know. In the info that Michael sent me, he said that his landlord is racist. It's like, I don't know what you want me to do with that, you know? I mean, maybe once my father dies and I take over the building, you know, but until then.
Boo! You're a bisexual in an open relationship in Bushwick. Is your girl here or somewhere being spit roasted by struggling painters?
Michael's Instagram handle is MLK Reborn. Was this part of the dream? Martin?
You see how he's so unfunny he had to bring up with I named myself? Like, so many niggas have fucked Graham's butt. His asshole makes Mongolian throat music. That's his asshole.
Everybody, make some noise. Listen, you guys came for a fucking show, so this is what Brother Malcolm would have wanted. Malia Simon, make some sense of this.
Wow, this was incredible. Already the battle of the night, I think. I mean it. I think I'm just sitting here like, I feel like, Graham, like, white people don't claim you. And and Michael, black people don't claim you. It's like we just got, all right, sorry, my bad. No, but I was just watching, like, you were killing Dan. I'm like, something about your black autism and his white autism like created an energy field.
A yin-yang, if you will.
A yin-yang, if you will. Thank you. Michael's hilarious. 5 jokes is just enough time for this to not get old. But I think you won, Michael, for sure.
All right, that's one for Michael Green. Divya Gunasekaran.
Yeah, great battle, Graham. I'll be honest, I don't remember anything you said because I'm still processing everything Michael said. That's insane. I just want to know more about your life. You seem to have had very specific sauna experiences that I don't know the rest of us can relate to. Yeah, it was just so fun and so insane. Definitely give it to Michael.
All right, 2 for Michael. Dave Sheehan, what do you think?
I think I needed more ibuprofen to process what I just saw. This was a hell of a battle between Zac Efron's brother and Wanda Sykes Jr., first of all. Graham, I don't think I've ever seen anyone walk on stage and just openly declare themselves a complete racist and then prove it time and time again with every joke that came out, but somehow it worked. Not so much in the face. I can just see myself waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning being like, Mongolian throne music! Because it just will never leave my head. I hope that when I die, you can read my eulogy in that exact cadence and tone, because that's something to remember. Unlike what I'm saying right now, but Michael took it.
All right, every judge has bombed so far, but Dan Wickes, what do you think?
Well, first, give it up for incredible, right? Yeah. Graham, thank you so much for agreeing to do this, man. You really, you were there. You were a target. You made it feel like you were gonna, after this, go, why I oughta. But Michael, you fucking, dude, amazing, man. I love you. I love your jokes. I love your jacket. I love your sneakers, dude. You're fucking incredible job. Every word perfect. Genuinely.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Yeah, Michael, obviously.
All right, Michael Green with a clean sweep, everybody. Give it up. And Graham Cooper, you can just, wherever the you want to put it.
We got to make it quick. Mark has to go back to counter-protesting a Gaza rally. Mark, you put the AI in. Hey, I thought she was 18, officer.
This is actually a true story. I actually just started a job working in an IT this week, so it's super embarrassing to be up here roasting my boss, probably. Vishal looks like he tells women that his favorite hobbies is cologne and being present.
Mark's favorite show is The Amazing Race because he thinks it's the auditions for the KKK. Mark's actually super athletic. He runs a 7-minute mile. 5 if he sees a black guy.
Let's see. Vishal actually does work in IT. I learned that today. And I actually know he's actually been trying to be an actor for years. He's been taking classes. If you guys have ever streamed the show Deli Boys on Hulu, you might recognize Vishal as the guy that set up your Wi-Fi.
Mark, why do you look like even your descendants own slaves?
All right. Vishal's Brahmin, so his family owned slaves till like 1993. So let's be honest. Stole their passports. Vishal actually, when he was growing up, trained to be a Hindu priest. This is true. And actually, hanging out with Vishal is the closest I've ever come to like understanding Nirvana, because I get why Kurt Cobain blew his head off.
Thank you, Liam Worthless. Mark. Okay. Mark has a Hispanic girlfriend. He fell in love with her when she told him, "I know black, papi. I Hispanic." Fuck. I Dominican. God damn it. Remember when Prince? Imagine if I had that accent, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, we can't all be like Prince.
Yeah. Prince. I don't know if I want to do this one. Let's see. We'll do it. Vishal told me this week that growing up he was hit by his dad, and this is a true story.
Why is everything this week?
I just I didn't learn about you. That's what I'm saying. I've known Vishal for 10 years. And I do got to say, I understand. When you've known Vishal for 10 years, that's around when you want to hit him. That's about... you can't help yourself.
Hell yeah. My dad can hit me, but at least he's alive. No, Mark actually has a dead dad. We learned how to catch a baseball, but he learned how to spread HPV from his slut mom. So
that's true.
That's pretty good.
My dad is dead, but I also believe in reincarnation, and Vishal has met my dad. He is the cricket that goes off when he performs stand-up comedy. That could be my last joke.
Cool.
I guess that's... we'll see about this one. Oh, I just want to say... Just Vishal, real quick. I was asking for things for the roast, and Vishal was like, "You could go after the fact that I like Indian women." Okay, so if anyone in here looks like Vishal's mom, he's into that. Be warned, he might try to rupee your drink, which is where you're gonna have to pay your own rupees for the drink. So
pretty good.
That's it. That's the joke.
What a battle. Listen, judges, I respect your authority. I'm superseding it right now. First comic to do an Indian accent wins.
I wish I knew that. Wait, from the judges?
From you guys.
From me?
Either one of you.
Let's go. How bad do you want
I cede my time. It's been good. This has been nice.
Okay. Listen, it's a free win. All right. Whoever's willing to degrade
All
themselves
right.
more.
Well, I'm glad that once we got the energy back in the room, John immediately destroyed
My
it.
bad. My bad, everybody. My bad.
Yeah, basically, yeah, great job, Mark. Like, fucking actual, not racist jokes, but you actually learned about his culture before you did this battle. The rupee joke. You got a Brahmin joke to work. What the, dude?
That's fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Your friend a week before.
Yeah. I don't think you're racist. I think you studied abroad in India. But yeah, great job, guys. I tell your friends. But yeah, Mark took this one. Great job, buddy.
One for Mark. Malia, Simon.
This was good. I was impressed with your Indian history knowledge. You both sort of look like you would explain libertarianism to me in a crowded bar, but I think Mark takes it. Very funny.
All right, that's 2 for Mark. Divya, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this was a great battle. A very intense fight over the VC funding. I also love that Dan is now just gotten so exposed to racism, he doesn't recognize Mark's jokes as racist. There was definitely racism in there. But it was very funny, so I give it to Mark.
All right, Mark takes it, but Dave Sheehan.
Yeah, Mark. I'm assuming Mark has like Ivy League parents who paid his family to just let him win the battle. You guys look like the 2 poorest cigar rollers at the factory. Cool, bringing back the dead dad thing. It's the theme of the night. Why not? But good battle, but Mark took it.
All right, clean sweep for Mark McPartland, but give it up for both comics, Vishal.
Hi. So it's an honor to battle Luke Skywalker if he only used the excessive force. Doesn't Josh look like he wears Letterman jackets just to help him remember his alphabet?
I'm proud of Charity for making it here tonight. It's way past her friggin' bedtime. Charity lives with her parents, and I'm pretty sure they don't know she's here right now. Every time she performs, it feels like a comedy Rumspringa, you know.
So when Josh isn't trying to impress black people by saying the word bomba clot, he's spending time with his new fiance. They are accepting wedding gifts, but do not buy her a suitcase. She already has a piece of baggage you can find on a registry.
Big ups to my fiance. She's not here tonight. Charity works as a cook at a nursing home, so I guess that means she just opens cans. She said the worst part of her job is that wicked 3 p.m. dinner rush.
Thank you, white guy who still calls it a library. Josh is from Tennessee, so his favorite decorations to hang are the black lawn jockeys. He's a good Southern boy, okay? He loves the USA because it's the only country that he can spell.
Charity used to work as a party clown, but now she works as a business clown. Charity actually had to drop out of art school. She was the first art student to be too gay and weird for art school.
That was good. Keep it going for Justin Timberlake if NSYNC was called Inbred. Honestly, I am sick of people saying Josh uses roofies. You really think this man could pull off a child-proof cap?
Thank you, Rocky Horror Picture Book. Charity has the hair of an Australian and the body of a koala. The only difference between Charity and a koala is that the koala's chlamydia is under control.
We'll wrap this up. Josh has to go put a no girls allowed sign on the door of his orgy. Doesn't Josh look like a referee for a real life dick measuring contest?
Charity's father is a Christian mime, which means her mother has never come. She hasn't come once, guys. He's down there doing object work, hamming it up. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Mime comedy, because the laughs are silent. But, all right, final round. Dan Wickes, what do you think?
What do I think? I think that this looks like a great battle between Josh and the squirrel he went to go hunt. But yeah, I thought you guys both had some bangers, but I thought that Josh lost a little steam at the end. I think I'm gonna go for Charity.
One for Charity. All right, Malia Simon.
So this is what happens when the shy girl stands up to the bully. Aww. I would, as much as I would love to give my vote to you because I know he in another life would be cheating off you on the SAT. I'm gonna give it to Josh.
All right, 2 for Josh. Divya, what do you think? 1 and 1. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, super great battle. You both are incredibly talented, very funny. It's funny because Charity does look like a clown, but by birth. And Josh looks like he's wearing the weighted blanket that Charity needs at all times. It's fun. Yeah, I thought you were both super funny. I do think Charity's jokes were just like a little bit more clever, like a little bit more writing, so I give it to Charity.
All right, 2 for Charity. Dave Sheehan.
Yeah, great final battle. Josh, thank you for taking time away from hosting Trivia Night at the KKK to come down and roast Charity. You also look like your Ivy League parents paid her family to throw the battle, but I don't think it worked here. I think she was definitely a little stronger. This was fun. I enjoyed. This was like sitting in detention, watching the football captain and the chess team captain just go at it over everything. I thought Charity was a little stronger, so I'll give it to her.
All right, Charity Gregory takes your final battle of the night. Make some noise, Josh Lampley.